They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Blue draw quarter.
Let's get off the field. Watch quick.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Oh, my God.
He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
21.
SOS. Say.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Oh, my God. If I can't stop running into my guys, I'm going to quit. I'm quitting.
19-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Just like that.
Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be
job.
brought
Good
down this
hit,
time
man.
at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
What a
Now,
play.
this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check. You go tight.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Play, baby.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
12.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco
You
touchdown.
didn't engage 8 and nobody
Raheem
touched.
Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
You literally like,
And the
all right,
Niners
everybody,
are able to
let's
stretch
run.
their lead.
Oh,
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will
$1 an
send
ounce.
this one away.
It's like some LA
That's
tree.
fielded in the end zone.
Give me that ball.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by
All right,
much.
so we're going
as
to
he's
expect
marked
the
down
score here.
at the
I
21-yard
thoroughly
line.
believe that you're probably going to score this. So we're just going to try to stop it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. Buying time to his left.
Oh, that was pass
Throwing over the
interference.
middle, and it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after
right,
the
we're bringing the house.
incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Inside. Protein spilled.
Now Rodgers going to throw again.
Oh.
He's got the hook up to Lazard.
Good job. Good play.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a first down carry by Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Come on, D.
Rodgers now on first down. Forced out to his left. This complete to Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Defense wins championships, baby.
26.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Oh, shit. This ain't good,
and
though.
a big
This ain't
turnover
good.
there as his guys will get the football back.
I fucking jumped, and I almost jumped into a goddamn safety.
Check 52.
Switch. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
He'll
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line.
We were not going to throw
Now
it.
the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Here's Irvin to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here.
Oh, he's gone.
Feeling okay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Oh, he ran out. He ran out. You know he ran out.
30 there. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Rodgers now on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
Over. Hey,
Here's Rodgers to throw again, being chased out left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
I was him the whole way.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
11.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
You were watching for my toss.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
As soon as I seen you sweep to that side, I was hoping I had an audible to go left.
Turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, wow, I didn't even have to shoot a
Call it
clock.
no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Right, oh. Now we got to do something.
Let's get it.
Here we go. Wait, 80.
Mike 50, Mike 50. In your face.
2.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And how about this? A fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover.
I've never audibled out of a punt. I didn't know what the buttons were, damn it.
Play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too,
well,
because
I hit the wrong fucking button.
Something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Good job.
Get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alan Lazard, 28 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's so.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it to Williams. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
To throw is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Tackle made by Montravius Adams. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Going to give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
He can run for it, and he will. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Back now here in Santa Clara.
Here we go, here we go.
It's 49 football.
No, we got to
here.
finish
They've
this
got the
out.
lead as well
You know
as we
that.
get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Here's a run on 1st down that won't
I'm not
even
up by
get
3
back to the
scores.
line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
Here we go, here we go.
So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
11. Hey, go.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Man.
Check, check.
Vic. Vic.
Fresno. Check 37. Check 37.
Man.
Now they'll run it on the toss. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Go ahead.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he takes it in for the score.
You just got beat and I ran it every fucking play. Let's go.
Outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game.
That's very good.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.